Cobra Kai, Miyagi-Do, and Eagle Fang Karate are still engaged in combat. Now, we all know that Season 4 of Cobra Kai has officially wrapped up filming, and Season 5 has already been approved by Netflix. The following batch of episodes will therefore arrive soon. So in honor of the upcoming season, here are several thoughts and forecasts regarding what will happen while everyone waits for information on Cobra Kai Season 5's release date, including one of the biggest theories that only makes Tory and Sam's feud better. First up, this Season 5 theory seems to make Sam and Tory's feud better. Here's what we know. In addition to bringing an old antagonist back into the tale, one of the finest and most talked about Cobra Kai Season 5 theories also makes the competition between Tory and Sam much more compelling. Since Cobra Kai Season 2, both Tory and Sam have been the focus of a big rivalry that includes disagreements over karate techniques, romantic relationships, and even personal concerns. However, Tory and Sam's arguments appeared to have come to a head at school, but the conflict between Daniel LaRusso's daughter and Cobra Kai's top student persisted throughout the entire series. Sam recovered her confidence in Season 4 of Cobra Kai after being terrified of Tory for much of Season 3. On a few occasions, though, Sam had to strike first, like when she attempted to humiliate Tory at work. Then, at the conclusion of the All-Valley Karate Tournament, when Tory defeated Sam to win the title of first female champion, the rivalry reached a new high. Now, one theory holds that Mike Barnes' addition will enable Tory and Sam's conflict to escalate even further. It isn't that unlikely to think that the Karate Kid Part 3 antagonist could be identified as Tory's father if he appears in Cobra Kai Season 5. Having Mike Barnes as Tory's father would place her and Sam's rivalry in a whole new perspective, as well as finally clarifying more about Tory's origins and connecting her to a significant character in the franchise. After all, 30 years later, Barnes would still be haunting LaRusso. Speaking of, one of the most anticipated Cobra Kai Season 5 appearances, according to hypotheses and rumors, is Mike Barnes. Barnes, portrayed by Sean Kanan, coexisted with Kreese and Terry Silver as one of the antagonists in Karate Kid 3. In order to participate in the All-Valley Karate Tournament and make Daniel LaRusso's life miserable, Silver enlisted the services of the Bad Boy Karate, as he was called. During the last fight of the competition, Barnes came close to defeating Daniel and breaking his spirit. Barnes can now resurface as yet another ghost from Daniel's past, more than 30 years after he, Sensei Silver, and Kreese were eliminated from the competition. Mike Barnes being part of Season 5 would make a lot of sense from a narrative standpoint, even more so than the requirement for another movie villain to appear in Cobra Kai. At the conclusion of Cobra Kai Season 4, Terry Silver told Kreese that he knows one or two people who can assist in managing the Cobra Kai dojo chain. Bad Boy Karate is likely one of the pals Silver referenced, given how Barnes and Silver collaborated on Karate Kid 3. Mike Barnes might therefore show up in Cobra Kai Season 5 as one of the new supervisors of the larger Cobra Kai. Barnes' participation in Season 5 may, according to one theory, be considerably more intimate. A theory has been circulating the web that in the 5th season, Daniel will travel down a pretty dark path. The most recent trailer for Cobra Kai's much-anticipated 5th season shows Daniel LaRusso being unyielding in his pursuit of Terry Silver, which causes him to argue angrily with his wife Amanda. In another image, Daniel may be seen dejectedly gazing at a photo of his family. Will Daniel be forced down another dark path in an attempt to defeat Cobra Kai? Since the events of the third Karate Kid movie, Daniel and Silver have had a rocky relationship. After having a disagreement with Mr. Miyagi, Daniel went to Silver for tournament training, which ultimately led to Silver corrupting LaRusso temporarily. Daniel is adamant about doing all in his power to prevent Silver from successfully spreading Cobra Kai throughout the valley, despite knowing how deadly Silver is. His relationship with Amanda appears to be deteriorating as his mission to eradicate goes on. He might suffer significant setbacks on the road to eventual success. Daniel's relationship with Amanda also suffered when Johnny Lawrence revived Cobra Kai in Season 1 and concentrated all of his efforts on closing down Lawrence's dojo. This pattern persisted in the 2nd season, and while Amanda and Daniel seem to be on the same page in the 3rd season, the Season 5 trailer shows them facing yet another romantic challenge. Based on all these clues, it's likely that Daniel had been engaged in combat with one or even more adversaries before confronting Silver, who looks immaculate during their duel. Daniel punches a man in Karate Kid 3 who was bullying Jessica. He may have gotten into another unconnected altercation. But in the Cobra Kai Season 5 trailer, he doesn't seem to be regretting what he's done, unlike in Karate Kid 3. This is reminiscent of Season 4, when Terry asserted that Daniel had a little part of Cobra Kai inside him all the time. Daniel typically causes more issues due to his impulsivity and need for vengeance, and the clip doesn't appear to change that. Daniel's inner Cobra may reappear if Amanda leaves him for a short while. After questioning Terry about the All-Valley Tournament, tournament, Tori Nichols departs from Cobra Kai is another popular fan theory for Season 5. Since making her debut in Cobra Kai, Tori Nichols, played by Peyton List, has been absolutely terrible, but she may soon change for the better. In Season 4, the Cobra Kai fighter, particularly during the All Valley tournament, showed more of her morally upright side. There is a first time for everything, and she refused to employ foul play in her argument with Samantha LaRusso. Tori prevailed in the match, but she afterwards overheard Terry discussing cheating with the referee. She'll probably carry the knowledge that her victory wasn't legitimate with her, and now that Tori is acting more like herself, she might speak with Terry about the competition. She might even switch to Miyagi-Do or Eagle Fang. Another theory, Johnny Lawrence and John Kreese collaborate once more. It seems unlikely that Terry and Kreese will work together again now that he has betrayed him. Kreese might make an effort to stop his ex-partner's insanity. He will, however, require assistance to escape from custody. Who is most likely to win? Thomas Lawrence, William Zabka. Although Kreese and Johnny haven't always gotten along, Kreese stands a better chance of working with Johnny than Daniel does. Or if he returns to the Valley streets, perhaps he will engage in combat alone. In either case, Terry needs to be permanently eliminated. Next up, the Miyagi-Do scroll's forbidding motion is ultimately employed by Daniel LaRusso in Season 5, according to this theory. Miyagi-Do karate has always been used by Daniel as a means of defense rather than offense. However, in Season 4, after seeing Sam employ both forms to battle Piper, his perspective seemed to have changed. Daniel may not want to acknowledge it, but Mr. Miyagi did possess some more violent techniques that were concealed in his secret scrolls. Fans have already seen one scroll from Season 3, which shows Daniel performing the crane technique from the original Karate Kid movie. Another scroll was hinted at in Season 4. The second scroll was discovered and unlocked by Anthony LaRusso when he was looking around his father's studio. A dragon and a sensei wielding fire were depicted in the image. The technique must be extremely effective because Daniel expressed the wish that no one would ever need to apply it. He told online sources that the scroll had a never-before-seen karate move, but it is uncertain whether viewers will see it in the upcoming season. And finally, probably the wildest theory, Dimitri is actually Hawk's father. Theories regarding what might occur in the forthcoming season are continually being developed by fans. Additionally, they have been discussing some intriguing crossovers and spin-offs with another well-liked Netflix program. This time, Reddit users have created a really humorous one on Hawk and Dimitri's Tom and Jerry-like friendship. Evidently, some people think that Dimitri would identify himself as Eli's father in Season 5 of Cobra Kai. As we previously mentioned, a fan thinks that there have been signs that Dimitri might be Hawk's potential father and that he may have been pretending to be a youngster in order to get to know his son better. The joke is then continued by him saying it's likely he smashed Hawk's mother and has been acting as a teenager to remain near to Hawk without the responsibility of raising him, which is at least how we hope it goes. In the 4 seasons of this dramatic series, we've witnessed their friendship develop, fall apart, and even come back together at some points. They are bullied by the powerful people in the first season of Cobra Kai when we see them as best friends. But as time goes on, Dimitri makes fun of Hawk's athletic endeavors, which really infuriates him. He also says that because Hawk will protect him, he does not need to practice karate. Later, when Hawk decides to work with Kreese, Dimitri makes an effort to correct him, finally acting like a protective father, but is unsuccessful. While this is a far-fetched theory at best, we wanted to include it regardless. And there you have it, everything you need to know about Cobra Kai and one of the biggest fan theories. Now, make sure to let us know your thoughts down below, and as always, thanks for watching.